was certainly an exciting day in the political world today at the press conference of Macbeth and Macduff. Both candidates released new information about their campaign promises in order to protect themselves from scandals that are being released daily about both candidates. There was so much new information that voters are left in shock, but it's not a total surprise considering that this was the first public appearance of both of the candidates. We'll cover all of that right now. You're listening to the Daily Pear Post podcast. Here's currently occurring. First, a little bit about Macduff. He was forced today to face the issue of growing national debt, which is definitely a large task to undertake. Macduff said that he will raise taxes on the wealthy to accomplish this goal. Also, he said that he will reform the food stamp system to ensure that those making minimum wage that need assistance will get that assistance. In addition, Macduff said that he will ensure that those on Medicare will have access to mental health professionals. This, he says, will not only prevent shootings, school shootings in particular, but also stimulate jobs in the field of mental care. This sounds rosy and great, but it is a lot of tax dollars to spend on all these plans. When questioned about how much more the wealthy will be taxed, Macduff simply stated, quote, "I can get numerical values to you later," unquote. I think we need numerical values now. These projects are very large, especially paying off the national debt, and taxing the wealthy will not be enough, no matter how high the percentage is. Will Macduff tax the middle class? Will he pull money from other programs like the military, Medicare, education? Macduff is promising a lot of things, but he's going to need to make money appear in order to pay for it all. On another note, argument erupted today between Macbeth and Macduff about their family lives. Macduff said that his wife posted the tweet mentioned in the last update because her schizophrenia was acting up. Why was this mental issue never before mentioned? Well, there is a good reason, but it doesn't help Macduff's campaign. Lady Macduff tweeted today, quote, "It was not Macduff's place to discuss my mental matters with the press. I feel exposed and humiliated by the fact that the man I wed cannot differentiate confidential family matters from his campaign," unquote. This is not a good sign. From the Pear Post tabloid, Sophia Abel discusses that Macduff continues to use his family for the purpose of the election, as he is now using his wife's mental disability to push for Medicare reform and gather sympathy from voters. Over and over again, these attempts to use his family only result in devastating effects to Macduff's family dynamic. This is making voters wonder more and more about how Macduff will deal with the presidency. Macbeth was also put on the spot today about his wife. Questions erupted at the press conference today about her mental stability, as many speculate that she too is unstable. Macbeth responded that she can have angry outbursts, but only during arguments, and she is seeing a therapist. He also acknowledged that she wanted power, and quite desperately, but now she supports his campaign. This glimpse shows that Macbeth has family issues just like Macduff, even if they aren't as public. The important thing is that both candidates swore that their issues in the family will not affect their duties as president. We'll have to see about that. The other policies offered by Macbeth at the press conference were the ideas of raising minimum wage and imposing a new 3% tariff. Raising the minimum wage, he said, will allow, quote, everyone to make more money, unquote. One thing, however, to consider is that raising the minimum wage will force corporations to invest less money back into their business because they will have to allot more to employees. This could hinder business and affect the entire country's economic state for the worse. Macbeth also claims that the 3% tariffs will make money, but will not anger other nations or prompt a trade war. Only time will tell whether this proves to be true. Well, there's not much more to say in this update, I suppose. I'll have more updates as things progress a little bit more. This is Connor Ferguson reporting from the Pear Post. Have a good morning, or in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.